Well, y'all, why is it every time I turn around, I'm always walking in front of some so-called white men pulling somebody over? I just hate to just every time. You know how you be trying to avoid shit because I don't be, especially like if it be our people and stuff. I be going. I don't be going. I don't even be feeling comfortable just sitting there looking at that. It really is. It's crazy. Then again, it may not even be. That's why the Bible calls the European nation an eagle in the Bible. Because an eagle is a predator. And I see why the Most High God, and if I get an opportunity, I'm going to tell them that. I see why my God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, didn't allow me is to have a car. Because he know everybody can't deal with situations like this. And because I see why the Most High God didn't allow me to have a car. I just hope they so-called white people, not our people. It's just a shame. It's like every time I turn around, nah, it's just a shame. It's like I just hate the idea of walking into that and looking at that. I really do. I don't even like looking at that. But if they are so-called white, uh, uh, so-called Middle Eastern or whatever you want to call them, I don't even care. You know what I'm saying? If it's a so-called, and then it's like you got to do what they say do on the highway. You see what I'm saying? But it's just crazy, bro. I don't like that. I don't like seeing that. Every time I just be trying to avoid this shit, bro. It's just crazy. And I know maybe I do sound crazy right now to maybe some of, my family members and stuff like that, But, you know, look, they talk about obeying the laws of the land, right? But first of all, you got to look at how did the Europeans establish this country? It ain't nobody talking about that, how they established this country. And then, I don't want to get off, I ain't going to get off into it and nothing like that, because it's like this. And sometimes you can't, you want to have that spirit to get involved, but you realize how a lot of our people be suckling up to the so-called white man. It's like they say, if you get involved in something like that, now like if I just got into something like that, my family would literally say, they probably would be like, you a dumb fool. That's what they literally would say. Because the first thing that what they would in their mind, because their mind is not really thinking like we even though we I would say we come from the same same side of the family. I mean family or whatever you want to call it. I'm to the best of my ability. I'm just speaking where I come from, the world I come from. If you're not like we all, it's like more like we living our lives different, and all about everybody in our family is not going to choose to be conscious. Everybody's not conscious, and everybody don't wants to be conscious. So You got to look at that too. You try to protect them from this same man who oppresses our people on a day-to-day basis, such as that's why the Bible called the so-called white man, white woman, and child the eagle. They eagles. You know what I mean? They the eagles. You know what I mean? The Bible describes the so-called white man as an eagle. What is an eagle? And I just said it back there. Eagle is a predator. I believe I said it. I think I said it. If I go back and watch the rewind and I said something kind of off, then I'll be like, my bad. If I go back and wind the tape and see, you know what I'm saying? But I think I said it because that's who they are. They represent an eagle. You be out here driving. Think about when they get up in the morning and and call themselves going to work. You know what? In their mind, they aim is to pull over a so-called black person. That's what they aim are. They aim is to they aim is to catch. They aim is to catch you and try to like lock you away. I'm just gonna go on by my business, bro. Yeah, man. Because people that, especially in the Bible, it says that a man's foe will be those of his own household. Now, if I did, let's just say if I got off into something like that, a boat, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I just want to make sure I'm saying it right. And then some of the people within my family would be like, well, he had no business getting his ass involved in that. That's what they'll say. Oh, he should have stayed out of that. You don't get in other people's affairs. That's you know, they ain't gonna be trying to look at it from, well, you know, we living over here in slavery. It's like the way our family's minds run. It's like in their world, in their mind, the way they think, they gonna be looking at me in a foolish way. I'm just speaking truth, because they'll do it thinking that they doing right. You see what I'm saying? And I told my mother, I told my family, well, I'm just going to say family members or whatever, you know, because I talk with some of them, those who I can actually talk to and be in a cordial conversation with. They know me. My family will tell you. They will be like, because I told them this, I said, if I getting out on the highway driving a car, whether you walking or whether you driving or whatever, whether you walking or whether you driving, they gonna come up and they gonna try to harass you some kind of way. They gonna harass you. And then whether you in a car, they gonna harass. Well, definitely, I can imagine, and I said it in several videos, I can imagine the so-called white men, they evil. You can be driving, walking, even walking. You just accidentally just don't have your sticker, or just purposely just drive around with no driver's license, no insurance, all of that. They not gonna have no mercy. They gonna treat you and handle you like you killed millions of fucking people. I thought about one day just taking my camera one day and just walk up and be like, you know what, y'all, and of course my people not gonna agree with me doing that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all is so evil, just like that. Y'all a treat. Now here, this man Adolf Hitler, and a lot of the Jewish people killed a lot of our people, the blacks, Hispanics, and natives of America. They murdered millions of our people, but they would treat you like you done committed millions of murders just for a sticker, without a license, what you call that thing, up-to-date sticker in your window, a license plate, all that. You ain't got none of that. One light broken on your car, they gonna be like, they're going to pull you over for that. And you're going to feel like you killed millions of people because that's how they're going to make you feel. They're going to give a... And look, I never even drove a car, and I understand that. Never. Never had a car, never owned a car. Can't afford it now. Could never afford none of that. Now, it's not... blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we struggle in different ways, you know. But as a whole, most of us, we got to go to the enemy for everything. We got to go to him for, if you want some fucking mouthwash, if you want some toothpaste, if you want, I thought I had bought some. Oh, yes, I did, yeah. If you want any of that, toothpaste, deodorant, you got to go to your enemy to get those simple things. Now you got to be, and not only that, you got to go through the bullshit of, you got to have your enemy telling you, you got to have your license tag, you got to have your insurance, and a lot of people walk around talking about they free, right? A lot of people walk around talking about they free. Don't they say that our people is free of, talking about they give you freedom of speech? What is this? Y'all know what I'm talking about. The land of the free. If you walking around literally saying land of the free, you know who's laughing at you and hurting themselves laughing at you and making a mockery at you? The so-called white man. They are literally behind closed doors clowning you and laughing at you, laughing hard, just tickling themselves, how they control you and how you're using a language that you don't even know, or using a word that you don't even know. In their mind, they saying to themselves, you know what, we playing these niggas. That's what they saying. We playing these niggas, but you know what? We ain't gonna stop them. We just gonna let them stay the stupid shit. But we ain't gonna correct them because we don't give a damn. Talking about the land of the free. If he loved everybody, that's another thing I want to say. If God loves everybody, why is one people being mistreated above another people? If he loves everybody, why is it that one nation ruling over another people, another nation can come in and tell you what to do? You can't tell them what to do. They tell you how to drive, how fast to go, put signs out and tell you the speed limit is only 65. If you go over that, guess what they do? They give you a ticket. What is that? That's slavery. They talking about its laws of the land, its laws of protection and all that kind of stuff. No, but the consequences behind that is that they put you in a prison system. What is that? That's slavery. You can't walk out here. All right, I'll give you another example. If you walk out here with no insurance and no driver's license and just say, oh, well, I'm free. I'm free in this country. You get on the highway now and go back and watch this video and think about, before you try to come and debate me in the comment section, go back and watch this. Just go back and watch it. Rewind the video and go back and watch and look at the examples of what I showed you. And if you don't get it, just keep rewinding it back and pause. Pause the video rewind it back and pause the video and just look at it and just think about and ponder what I'm saying. Because Esau, the so-called white man, he is not going to let us off the hook. He's not going to let our people off the hook. When you hear them flashing lights come on, that means pull. What he's saying, pull your ass over. That's what he's saying. He may not be physically saying it, but the action of them lights that come on that car, he's telling you. He really saying, nigga, pull your ass over. That's literally what he's saying. Now, if you gonna sit here and like try to deny what I'm saying, rewind this video back and go back and look at what I just showed you. But they sit up, everybody talk about this is the land of the free. You go in the stores, they watching you. I ain't been in Albertsons in almost, I believe, 5 years almost. I'm gonna say 4 years, 4, 5, 4, almost 5. I'm gonna say almost 5 years. Because you got this devil be sitting up in there watching our people all the time. And I mean, they do it, don't get me wrong, they do it in every store. But they worse in Albertsons. I recommend nobody, if you just have, I mean, I'm hoping and praying that I don't have to, but I don't put myself in a situation to where I'm gonna be in danger or whatever by the enemy, bro. Yeah, I don't do that, man. I figured I did 11 minutes or something. This video gonna be long. It's probably gonna take so long to upload. I'm gonna have to come back and go live, y'all. I'm gonna see y'all later.